Hey everybody, welcome back to episode 3 of Beyond Technical. And this week what I'd like to do is just, play some matches online, maybe kick some ass, get my ass kicked. We'll kind of find out what's going to happen as we go. Before we get started on that though, I would just like to field one question I've been asked a couple times now by new players, and that's kind of how do you get over that hump, or how do you work your way into the game when you're new? So I guess my best answer to that one is I have 200 hours logged on my Street Fighter. I've gone out to local events, I've gone out to local tournaments, I went and played with my neighbor, like everything I can do to kind of get better, and I worked through it. And I've played every single day that I can, at least. I try to play at least an hour a day. And that little bit of practice takes a long time, but you will eventually start to see some improvements. So if you're having a lot of trouble, just remember that you're not alone. It's brutal. Like, I started this game, I went online and lost like 70 matches in a row because I didn't even know how to throw a Hadouken or anything. Like, I've only been playing fighting games for a little while now, and it takes some time before you can actually, win matches, and it takes a lot of work. So, grit your teeth and drop your head and plow through it. It's definitely worth it. It's a lot of fun. But if you're having trouble, just remember you're not alone, and it takes literally hundreds of hours and months of time to kind of improve this game, because it's very easy to play, but it's hard to get good at. And find a way to release that frustration as you play too. As I said, I literally yelled at my TV. Every day I'd be playing, I'd be yelling and getting mad. And I find the better I get, the more I understand, and the less I do that. The other benefit I had is I spent a lot of time online. I researched everything. I looked up combos. I looked up how moves worked. I figured out what everything meant. I understood the technical aspect way before I could apply anything. And it takes a while. I didn't use a lot of training mode to learn for myself, so it probably took me a lot longer than it can take some of you. But training mode's a very useful tool as well, so just try and learn it. The most useful tip I can give you for today, at least, is if you're new and you're having a lot of trouble and you're struggling, pick one combo, just your bread and butter combo, learn one simple combo. Go in training mode, figure out how to do it. And then you'll find in matches, you'll start pulling that off. And if you're a really new player and you're having trouble with the inputs still, keep practicing that first. Combos should come after inputs. Once you can do a Hadouken every time, or you're very, very comfortable doing a Shoryuken, that's when you should step it up. Pick up one combo and go from there. So, yeah, let's play some matches online. Now, I'm on the PlayStation Network, which is unfortunately a little bit laggy, and I'm also in Canada, which means that hosting is kind of the better way to go for me, unfortunately. So we'll see if we can get some actual decent matches, and if I suddenly just blip and switch forms, it's because the first few kind of sucked, and I'll just kind of cut to some more exciting ones, so we can get a few good matches in today. Most people I found, though, they tend to join you around same skill, so we'll see how we go. It's always good to start on the first match of the day, not warmed up at all, with a bunch of filming equipment in your face. That just makes it a whole lot easier to win. The other thing I'd like to talk about real quick too, while this is all kind of starting up, is there's a lot of characters to pick from, and there's nothing wrong if you're new to switching. Just, by all means, look around and find something you're comfortable with. And for the players out there that are better than I am at the game, be ready. You're gonna have some words of things I screw up and stuff I shouldn't be doing, and by all means, call me out on it. There's no problem with improving. Unfortunately, I probably won't talk a whole lot mid-match. Nope. Drop that combo. Shit. Oh, fuck, really? Alright. This Rose isn't too bad. She's landing her good combos. As I said, my first match of the day, I've dropped quite a few of mine. I should have definitely comboed into the Ultra there, but... shit. hate Rose's Ultra too. It's so hard to get in a good poke. Got it. Shit. See that? A huge mistake I just made right there. I got the headbutt into the Ultra, but I didn't pull off the second punch in time, so unfortunately she got away with a little bit of life, or she probably shouldn't have. Full screen dashes are very bad, I know. I tried to meaty that and got caught. Oh, I might get her hit. You see, Rose doesn't have immunity right away anymore, so... And she backdashed, and I got her. It's kind of tough to comment on matches as I'm playing them, especially because I'm trying to kind of focus on both things here. But, yeah, like that Rose did a good job of trying to kind of stay away. I found the one thing she was a little bit too hesitant on was going in. If she'd been a little bit more aggressive on me, that probably would have done a little bit better. It's tough with Balrog though because he's very defensive. So, you know, shooting fireballs from a distance tends to feel like the best idea. All in all though, not too bad of a match. I mean, she threw few too many fireballs, got a little bit predictable, which let me do some long screen dashes, which are kind of a bad idea on my part, I know, but they also kind of work. If you get too predictable, I'm going to pull out those kind of cheapo tricks. And she was doing a lot of her soul spiral from a little bit too close, which left her open. Unfortunately, I kept dropping a lot of combos, so she was getting away with that a lot more often than she should have. So she was kind of capitalizing on a few of my mistakes as well. But, I don't know. All in all, that felt like a pretty solid match. That Rose wasn't too bad. I'm glad I can get some players that aren't, you know, at 100 points. Hopefully I can keep that up. See how we do here. I'm lucky against Rose too because I understand she's a very low character. You know, her sweeps are very good, her slide's very good, her fireball's really slow. So I played a lot of Rose in the beginning, so that kind of helps play against characters. You realize that after you've played a character a lot and you start to know them, you win a lot more against that character versus, say, Adon. I don't know Adon very well at all, so I will probably have a lot more mistakes. I don't know how to punish him for a lot of his moves. Hell, I don't even know what all his moves are. Alright, looks like I can punish Jaguar too. See, Balrog's headbutt is a pretty bad escape now. That should punish, I believe. There we go. Yeah, the recovery on his Ultra is not good enough for him to just randomly whiff an Ultra in my face like that. He's hoping to catch me, and that brings me to another good point. If you're a new player, don't just random Ultra. It's really, really tempting not to, especially when you get up. But, you know, you'll find over time that you'll do a lot better if you don't do the random Ultras. There I expect him to do a rising kick. Oh, see, I dropped that one too. Oh, shit. Down goes Adon. I don't really know what to tell you about that one. That guy was playing way too aggressively to be leaving himself open like that. I guarantee his defense score is not very high. And it lets, with Balrog, you've got a lot of dash punches and a lot of armor immunity that you can, you know, blast off raids you get up and stuff like that. So you want to be really careful about just, you know, randomly attacking him on rise or randomly just, you know, throwing out, you know, just one heavy hit. It's kind of a frustrating way to play, but a lot of characters have immunity, say like a Dragon Punch or the Shoryuken Dragon Punch. So you can kind of do this with a lot of characters. Balrog's kind of nice because he goes horizontally with a lot of these attacks, as opposed to most characters that go mildly horizontally and vertically. Unless they use like an EX Shoryuken, in which case they cover like half the freaking screen and they, you know, punch from the ground to the ceiling. If you're new, Shoryuken's probably about the most frustrating thing in the entire game. If you've been playing for a while, probably not so bad. So I'm not sure how long this is getting. I'm going to try and play one more here. If it's too long right now, bam, episode over. Thanks for watching. I'll cut it right here. If I've got a little more time, excellent. We will throw in one more match. Oh, is this the same Adon? I think it might be. I didn't really pay attention. Looks like he wants a rematch.
Are you ready? Fight!
See, now that was good because I actually got full range on that punch. I also like Balrog because he can his jumping heavy kick is phenomenal. See, everyone always pokes the second they can get the opportunity. It makes it really easy to headbutt. See? Here comes the random ultra. I was going for a grab, so he lands it. So that's a mistake that at the very, very high-end play you're going to want to watch out for. You don't want to get too aggressive when they have their ultra. You want to respect their ultra, because people can just whip that out. If they know you're going to attack them on rise, then bam, free ultra. And an ultra after a combo is a lot worse than an ultra before a combo, because after a combo you're going to deal a lot less damage because you've got them. Sorry, I'm dropping everything trying to talk here. After an ultra, you've got, or after a combo, you've got. Shit. Sorry, there we go. After a combo, you've got the damage multiplier, so it's going to deal less damage than if you had just fired it off naturally. Well, at least I'm still winning without any attention. And random ultra, because he's getting desperate, headbutt, and a win. You've got to really be careful of that kind of stuff. Playing defensive is good. Don't just constantly attack. Take your time and shoot off attacks when there's a good opening, and you should see a lot more wins come out. I guess this has been a pretty good kind of first episode. Hop on and can just hammer out some instant wins. As I said, by all means, I'm dropping some stuff there, but you can drop combos. You can do these mistakes, especially online. It's a lot harder. You can get used to online, then playing offline is a lot more difficult. So that kind of stuff. All in all, though, just keep playing, practice a lot, keep going, keep watching my show. Hopefully I can keep giving you some helpful tips. If you have any questions, post them in the comments, send me a private message, reply to me wherever the video is posted, and I'd be glad to help. If you live in the Toronto area and you live somewhere downtown, hell, come on over, have some games. That'd be great. If you want to be on the show even, join me, whatever. It's just a nice, fun atmosphere. If you're into fighting games at all and you're just kind of getting used to this, be used to people acting like that. It's really friendly and really great. So, hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope those were some entertaining matches, and I'll see you guys next week. See you later.